Hello, I'm John Spohr, and this is your Franklin County Beach Report for May 29th, 2010. And here it is, the big Memorial Day weekend, and today I'm standing on a beautiful beach that probably a lot of people even in Franklin County haven't seen before, and this is called Alligator Point Beach. And I have today the so-called mayor of Alligator Point here, Mr. Paul Parker from Parker Vacation Rentals. Paul, thanks so much for being over here today.
Good to see you, John. Thanks for coming.
Paul, it's a big weekend. How are your rentals doing here?
The rentals are doing real well. All of our vacation rentals are full for this weekend, and we've had quite a few reservations all the way through the summer. As usual, we're in our peak time now, and lots of people coming down to enjoy the great weather and great fishing.
Now, Paul, a lot of people are worried about the cancellation policies for later on in the summer, and while right now there is not any projection at all that we will be impacted, how do people find out about the cancellation policies?
Well, our cancellation policy is each guest gets a printed copy when they make a reservation, and it's also clearly printed on our website, which is harborpointrentals.com.
But essentially, though, you're guaranteeing the reservation should there be an impact to the beach?
Absolutely. If the beach is closed, we're certainly not going to charge anyone. If someone shows up and the beach does not meet their satisfaction because of any kind of impact from an oil spill, then we will refund their unused portion of their rent and they can leave.
Paul, a lot of the people that have been answering the phones from calls from out of state say that one of the questions they're getting a lot of is about offshore fishing, that people understand that our beaches haven't been impacted, but they're afraid that the offshore fishing has been impacted. Now, you're an avid offshore fisherman, aren't you? Have you been out there lately?
Yes, sir. I was just out the other day. I was only out about 10 miles offshore, and there was absolutely no impact, no sign, no smell of any kind, and the fish were biting.
Now, Paul, I guess that not only are the fish biting offshore, we're just looking at this beach. This looks like it would be a terrific place for pompano and Spanish mackerel.
Yes, sir. One just jumped behind us a second ago. But it sure is. Pompano, Spanish mackerel, you can catch nice flounder, whiting, and redfish right off the beach.
Now, Paul, this is, of course, the Gulf side that we're on, and I was just over on the bay side, and it is just equally beautiful over there, and I was just amazed at the number of birds that were over there.
Yes, sir. As you know, this is a great birding area with Ball Point State Park. We're surrounded by a 5,000-acre state park. There's very little development, and so we have a lot of birds and a lot of fish. And the harbor provides a great place to fish inshore. You can even water ski. It's like a big lake. It's about 5 miles long and 1 mile across.
Now, Paul, when I was coming over here today, I noticed that there wasn't even a sign saying Alligator Point. Now, it's seeming to me that you guys are trying to keep this all for yourself over here.
Well, I can tell you most of the owners and residents would like to keep it that way, but a lot of people are discovering us as a great place to get away, but yet we're only an hour from Tallahassee in southwest Georgia. So a lot of people come down just for a week and get to the beach. And
Paul, just so people will know, even those that vacation down here, probably many of them haven't gotten over here to see this gem, but this is just before the Ochlockonee River, the eastmost part of Franklin County, right?
That's correct. We're the first paved road west of the Ochlockonee Bay Bridge, and there is a sign if you're headed west. It does say Alligator Point. Sometimes that sign disappears. But
the street they turn on is called Alligator Road.
Alligator Drive, yes, sir.
Alligator Drive,
yes, sir.
Well, Paul, I've got to say that this is just beautiful over here. I might have to get over here myself for some birding. I know we've got a long summer ahead of us, and the weather just couldn't be more beautiful.
No, we've had a great spring, and I've lived here 20 years, and it's one of the nicest springs we've ever had. The water temperature is very comfortable to go swimming, and the fish are biting, and we want everybody to come down and enjoy it.
Well, as we've seen, one of the real features of our beach report, since we've had nothing but good news to be able to tell you, is to be able to show you some of these hidden gems in Franklin County. And again, this is Alligator Point Beach. It's beautiful over here. There's a beach side, and just right over there, there's a bay side. The fishing is great. The birding is great. And Paul, I'd like for you to invite everybody that's watching to come on down and discover for themselves.
Well, come on down to Alligator Point and have a vacation and explore a forgotten part of Franklin County at the eastern end.
We'll see you on the beach.
For more information about Franklin County beaches and other amenities, visit the Franklin County Tourist Development Council's website at anaturalescape.com or call 866 914-2068. For more video updates, visit ForgottenCoastTV.com or find us on Facebook by searching Forgotten Coast TV.